Today, I am reviewing the ASUS ROG GR70 Gaming Mini PC. If at any time you'd like to explore this product for yourself and grab it at a great price, be sure to check the links below the video. I have spent the last 2 weeks putting the ASUS ROG GR70 through its paces, and to be perfectly honest, it is the first time in a long time that a mini PC has actually made me question why anyone would still build a massive tower unless they are strictly looking for liquid cooling or massive drive expansion. You can find the links to check the current pricing and specs below the video, but let's talk about what it is actually like to live with this thing on your desk. The first thing that hits you when you pull this out of the box is the size. It is surprisingly dense. Most mini PCs feel like hollow plastic boxes, but the GR70 has a heft to it that feels premium. The silver finish is a nice departure from the standard gamer black that seems to define every other product in this category. It doesn't look like a toy, and it doesn't look like an eyesore, which is a big win for anyone trying to maintain a clean workspace. Performance-wise, the combination of the Ryzen 9 9955HX and that RTX 5070 mobile GPU is genuinely impressive. I ran it through a gauntlet of titles, from competitive shooters to demanding open-world games, and it handled everything with ease. In something like Cyberpunk 2077 with settings cranked up, you are getting a very smooth experience, even at higher resolutions. The frame pacing is consistent, which is usually where these compact machines fall apart. It really does feel like you are gaming on a full-size desktop, which is a testament to how far these mobile chips have come. However, we have to talk about the cooling. ASUS calls it the QuietFlow system, and while it is definitely quieter than a standard air-cooled tower, it is not silent when you're pushing it. Under heavy loads, you will hear a consistent hum. It is not an annoying, high-pitched whine, but it is definitely present. If you are gaming with a headset, you will never notice it, but if you are using open-back headphones or just speakers, you will definitely know when the fans are working to keep that Ryzen 9 from throttling. I was particularly surprised by the I/O selection. Usually, when companies string a chassis, they strip away the ports, leaving you to live a dongle-filled nightmare. The GR70 actually gives you plenty of room to work with. I had my mechanical keyboard, mouse, external audio interface, and a secondary monitor plugged in without having to reach for a hub. The inclusion of Wi-Fi 7 is a nice future-proofing touch, even if most of us don't have the routers yet to fully saturate that bandwidth. It is stable, fast, and I didn't experience a single dropped connection during my testing. The ARGB lighting is tasteful, which is a rare thing to say about ROG products. It is subtle enough that it highlights the shape of the chassis rather than turning your desk into a neon nightmare. If you really care about your aesthetic, you can dial it back or sync it with your other gear through the software, though the software itself is still the usual bloatware experience you expect from ASUS. My advice is to spend 10 minutes cleaning out the pre-install programs as soon as you boot it up. Now, who is this actually for? If you're a student, a remote worker who needs a high-powered machine that can be packed into a backpack, or someone living in an apartment where space is at an absolute premium, this is a fantastic machine. It is a no-compromise gaming experience in a footprint that is smaller than a textbook. The value proposition here is high because you are paying for that engineering. The ability to fit an RTX 5070 into this volume without it melting is no small feat. However, you should avoid this if you are the type of person who loves to tinker with hardware. There is very little room to upgrade or modify things here. If you want to swap out your GPU in 3 years or add a massive custom cooling loop, look elsewhere. This is a closed ecosystem product, and you are buying it for the factory-tuned performance, not for the DIY potential. My biggest disappointment, if I had to name one, is the power brick. It is massive. It's almost as big as a secondary mini PC. While the machine itself is compact and desk-friendly, you have to find a way to hide that power brick, which can be a bit of a headache if you're trying to keep your cable management pristine. It's a minor gripe, but it is something that breaks the illusion of the tiny PC once you start plugging everything in. Ultimately, the ROG GR70 feels like a mature product. It isn't just a gimmick or a flashy box. It is a serious tool for gamers who need power without the footprint. It is fast, it is stable, and it looks great on a desk. If you are interested in checking out the latest pricing or seeing the full technical breakdown, make sure to use the links I have provided below. It is a solid investment if you value space as much as you value frame rates. If you have any specific questions about how it handles certain games or software, drop a comment, and I will do my best to answer based on my time with it.